Okay, you want to introduce your book?
This is called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day.
Say that.
Yeah! And this is my nephew Maddox and my nephew Ethan.
Hi, I'm fat.
He has a pillow. He has a pillow for a belly.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. No, just show it.
Okay.
I think I'll move to Australia. Yeah, with a donut. We want to make videos funny.
In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too.
No fair.
I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I am going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Like donuts with sprinkles.
At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle.
What?
At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16.
Who needs 16?
Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah.
I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Moyo, whoever that is, was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone and lands in Australia.
With a donut with sprinkles. I'm really interested in this.
There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top.
Lucky.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert?
I'm just talking about donuts.
Oh. It was a terrible,
horrible, no good, very bad day.
With a book.
That's what it was, because after school my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just
I like
in
the dentist.
Me too. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia.
Like Katie.
On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everyone.
Hey, it's great to hear like
No
me.
one even answered.
I want everyone to see
Oh, I love this one.
this. Yay.
So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out.
But he's wearing
They made
them.
me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them.
But he's wearing them.
They're white.
All
How can you
of
tell
them
it's
are
in black and white?
Yeah. All of them are white.
Oh. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be except for my elbow. He said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
With donuts.
Hey, that's a Kimberly Queen fern. Anyways. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing.
With carrots. With sprinkles. I love sprinkles. We're interviewing me. Pay attention to me.
My bath was too hot.
It's mine.
I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas.
I love my railroad train pajamas.
You don't have any railroad
I
train
know.
pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back
With
the
an apple?
pillow. He said I could keep on the Mickey Mouse night light burnt out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It
Yeah,
has
that cat's
been
mean.
a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
With cats.
My mom says some
Days are like that, even
even
in Australia.
With carrots, donuts, and everything I just said.
with carrots.
And pay attention to
And
me.
donuts.
I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Lisa, can we watch
Now
that?
everybody say good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. I'm awesome.
Gonna miss you, Katie.
And